Merhaba arkadaşlar, hepiniz IEFT Talks webinarlarına hoş geldiniz. Bugün Northumbria University'den Lina'nın sunumunu dinliyor olacağız. Lütfen sorularınızı questions kısmından sormayı unutmayın. Yes, Lina, the stage is yours now.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming. My name is Luna Sharnaite. I'm here to represent Northumbria University. So you might hear from my accent that I'm not from England myself. So I'm from Lithuania. I moved to the UK, to United Kingdom for my studies in 2013. So a little bit while ago. But for me, it was one of the best decisions. I really loved studying in England, and I felt like I want everyone to have this opportunity. So I started doing this job where I help students make this a reality. I help them find answers they need. So I'm here today to talk about employability, which is an important topic. We go to universities to get a job afterwards. So I'm going to talk about what is employability, and let me just change the slide and I'll show you. Yeah. So I'm going to talk about what is employability, why study in the UK, how you can become more employable, and how universities help you become more employable via placement, study abroad, career support teams, what are accreditations, endorsements, we'll find that out. Then, of course, everyone wants to know if they can stay in the UK and work there after their studies. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit. And then very briefly, just going to talk a bit more about Northumbria, which is which is the university I'm representing. And I'll explain why it's a great university if employability is important to you. And hi, everyone. Really nice to see you all saying hi in the chat. I hope everyone's well. And if you're ready, so we'll make a start. And after this, we're going to do a Q&A as usual. So if you have any questions at all, you can put them in the questions section on this platform. You should be able to see a questions tab at the top. So you can click on that and ask me questions. So I'll be happy to answer afterwards. So once again, hi, everyone. We're going to make a start now. Okay, so what is employability? I think the first time I heard this word is at the university. So maybe if you're not sure what it is, I'll just quickly explain that mainly employability is combined from skills, understandings, and personal attributes. So those attributes, skills, and understandings make you more, make it more possible for you to get a job, be successful in some certain occupations, in jobs. Those skills, abilities, understandings can benefit you, the workforce, or the community, and the economy. So important things here to consider is that for each field for different jobs the employability might look different. For some the jobs you might need to be more creative than others. Maybe if you're a digital a graphic designer, sorry, then you might need to know how to use the certain softwares. For other jobs, you might need some other skills. So that's important to consider. For some for some fields, sorry, for some professions, you might need to become chartered as well. For example, if you want to become an accountant or engineer, for architecture, this might be important. So will the accreditations help you as well? That's important to think about because some courses at the universities will have accredited degrees. You might want to have a look at what accreditations you need, or maybe you don't need them. So that's again personal and depends on what you want to do. And I know these are a lot of things to think about, but I think it's important to have these in your mind before you choose your university, or maybe at the beginning of your course as well, just so that it's not a surprise after you graduate. It's important also to think if you can practice in your own country. So there might be some restrictions if you're studying law or psychology, even engineering. So it's important to have a look and what kind of skills will you need, what programs or software you will need to know how to use as well. So just a bit of homework, but don't worry, this is just things to think about. You don't have to spend too much time if you don't feel like that's the right time for you to think about these things. So this is about what is employability as a term in the chosen field, but also we can look at it more universally as well. So it's, as I said, it's some qualities or skills that you can have, and you might know this, but skills can be divided into two different groups, so soft skills and hard skills. So I think what's great about UK universities and Northumbria in particular is that we really focus on making sure that you learn these skills while you're at the university, and this is what helps you become more employable. So knowing how to work in a team, how to communicate, how to manage your time, helping you become more analytical, helping you get IT skills is what is going to help you get a job. And these are the skills that are important in almost any career you might have. So you can see these two slides here on the screen. Those include the top 10 most important soft skills and hard skills. And these were developed by recruiters and hiring managers. So those people who decide if you get a job or not decided that this is what is important. This is what we need in a workplace. So as long as you have these skills, you will be employable. And as I said, the universities really focus on making sure you have them. So I think that's quite reassuring and good to know. And also quite interesting to see what kind of things you need to have if you want to get a job after your studies. So why the UK? So why study in the UK if you want to become employable? Can the UK degree in particular make you more employable? And I think the answer would be yes, for sure, because you develop so many qualities, as I talked about, if you're studying in the UK. One of the skills, for example, creativity, problem solving, emotional intelligence, stress management. These things you will develop if you're studying abroad, because it's challenging situation. It's maybe an experience that not everyone chooses to do. So that shows that you're driven. It shows that you can manage yourself, that you can be independent. All these things are beneficial to you and to your employability. But also, of course, the UK has high quality education, probably the highest quality education in the world. It has 4 of the global top 10 universities in the UK. You probably know them. It's one of the world's leading destinations for international students. So it's going to be so diverse and vibrant here. You're going to meet people from all around the world, and I think just the fact that people come from all around the world to study in the UK shows that it's a good destination. And I think most importantly, UK degrees are and qualifications are recognized by employers and academics worldwide. So just the fact that you studied abroad and you have that degree, I think you could say that it can help you become more employable. And also, of course, an obvious reason to study in the UK and make you more employable is that you develop your English language skills. So employers do admit that English language is very important, and it's the importance of it is only growing. So the fact that you know English and that you know it up to a great standard will definitely help you if you want to work in an international company, if you want to work with international partners, or if you're working in just any international setting or international company. Knowing English to a standard where you can work and communicate professionally in it is definitely going to benefit you. And where else to improve your English if not in an English speaking country? I remember when I moved here from Lithuania, I remember a year after living here, I noticed that I started dreaming in English as well. And I think once you start dreaming in English, you can, you know that you can do almost anything in English. You can work in a professional setting and communicate fluently, which is what you need if you want to work in a global environment. So that's another reason why I think the UK degree will make you more employable. And then, of course, as I said, there's all these different ways that the UK degrees are structured to make sure that you have as best chance as you can get to get a job after studies. So there's opportunities for you to do a placement or study abroad. There's career support team, and most of the courses that we offer at Northumbria, and I think other universities, are accredited or endorsed. So we'll look at this one by one. So first of all, employability during your studies. We'll talk about placement and study abroad. But I just included, I just included a quote from our careers advisor. And hi, everyone that just joined. Hello, everyone. Yes, so this is just advice from Northumbria's career advisor. So she says that once you start studying at the university, the best advice she can give to anyone is this: just to start early, start getting engaged and thinking about your future and career. As I said, start building those skills that we talked about. Start volunteering, getting involved with societies, events, all kinds of different active bodies within the university. These all of these things will look really great on your CV, and so take all the opportunities you get. Show initiative. Every year counts, and I think that definitely will help you in your future to get a job afterwards. And there's a variety of ways that the university helps you as well. So most of the courses will be not most, sorry, all of the courses will give you practical experience. So for example, if you want to study something like psychology, the universities will have psychology labs where you can go and find out and see for yourself how the research experiments are being carried out. If you're studying something like chemistry or biology, engineering, you will have labs as well where you will spend at least 1 day per week at Northumbria. That's how it is, for example. And if you study something like computer science, we also have a software development lab. We have a games design studio, cybersecurity lab. So lots of opportunities to get that hands-on experience and the facilities that are up to industry standards. So we try to make sure that those software, the labs, that everything is very similar, as similar as it can be, to the real world of work where you will be after your studies. We also work with like with real companies. So for example, if you study something like design or fashion, we worked with Zara and Store as well, to give students practical experience, to help them see how the real companies work and have that practical experience. So we have partnerships with lots of different businesses for you to take advantage of. We also have support for students who want to start their own business. We actually are in top 5 in the UK for the success of our graduate businesses. And there's lots of volunteering opportunities, societies, sports clubs to join. Some courses like architecture or geography even offer you opportunity to go on field trips, which is so much fun, and also, of course, a really great opportunity to practice what you learned in the classroom in real life. And courses that are creative and where networking or just getting skills to become more employable are very important. We'll have employability modules embedded in the course as well. So for example, for our film and TV production courses, during every year of your studies, you will have employability modules. So where they're going to talk about how to network, how to communicate with partners, how to present yourself. And I think that's really great to start thinking about during your degree, because otherwise it might be a little bit of a shock after your studies. So it's good to learn as early as you can. And of course, a big one is study abroad and placement opportunities. So I will talk about them in a moment. I realize that I've been speaking for 15 minutes now, so I thought I'll do a little bit of a break and show you some pictures of Northumbria University, because we did talk about facilities and the labs. So you can see the architecture studios at the top left corner. So this is where the architecture students can create their models and structures. The second picture is the library. Then you see our science labs. The picture where there is on the top right corner, that's the business school. The machines that look like microwaves, these are our 3D printers. So these can be used by our architecture or engineering students, or maybe product design students. The photo in the middle there is the computer science building. You can see we have a swimming pool on campus, and the bottom two pictures are of our sports facilities, where sports students do their research on how to improve athletes' performance. And then the last photo on the right here is the fashion design studios. So you can see it's really modern, very just innovative, I think, and it's all focused on giving you chances to practice what you learn in a real life setting. And here as well, you can see some of the facilities. So the library, a couple of photos of the library. You can see the printmaking room in the top middle photo. Then the nursing students work on these mannequins that are smart mannequins and are designed to respond in a special way if you do something correctly or incorrectly. So you're practicing on mannequins before you can feel comfortable working with real people. And then the bottom left photo is the engineering studios. Okay, so we're still talking about how the UK degrees and Northumbria in particular are created to make you more employable. So another opportunity for you to get, those skills and opportunities to build your CV is to go on a study abroad year. So this is a really fun opportunity to see the world and also meet people from around the world to study something that you're interested in and build your cross-cultural communication skills, just your confidence, independence. So most of the universities will offer this, and this is an optional study abroad year. But here in the photo, you can see all the different destinations where you can go if you do that at Northumbria University. So all these purple dots on the map show where you could go. And we have more than 170 partners, so you could go almost anywhere you wish. So these are the most popular destinations in 2018-19. So US, Australia are always popular, Netherlands, France, Spain. At Northumbria, you can go to 2 different countries in 1 year. So you can do a semester in US and semester in Netherlands, or other way around, whatever you wish. So so that's an opportunity for you to do that. And of course, there's an opportunity to do placement as well. So a placement is a work experience. So this is secured just like any other usual job would be secured. So you would have to go to interviews, assessment centers, you would have to apply for this. But if you're successful in securing a placement, then you are working for a whole year in the middle of your studies. So after your second year, before your final year, you're working in a field that you're studying. So it's an amazing, incredible opportunity for you to get that practical experience for the whole year that maybe some other students wouldn't have at the time they graduated. So maybe other students will just have their degree, but you would have 1 year of experience too. And you can see some examples of where our students from Northumbria managed to secure their placements. So you will recognize some of the names like Nissan, Glamping Hub, Marriott Hotels, Walmart. Of course, you can secure some placements in the UK as well. So there's lots of different ones to choose from. And we offer so much support as a university to help you get a place on a placement. So again, this is optional, but if you are interested in this, I would recommend looking into it because it is a great opportunity to get more experience and to get more employable, which is what this presentation is all about. Yes, and another way that universities support you in becoming more employable is by having a careers team. So these will be called differently in different universities. So at Northumbria, we call it Graduate Futures. It could be Careers and Employability Service. It could be Career Support Team. It will have different names, but it does very similar things. So it supports you in becoming more employable, in building those skills and helping to figure out what you want to do with your future. So at the moment, we do online workshops or online mentoring or you can book an appointment face-to-face as well. So a really interesting one I went to when I was a student was Dress to Impress, or Dress for Success, it was called. So that was very interesting. It was talking about how to present yourself professionally at the work interview, but also how to show your personality. Of course, there's more, important ones, maybe like how to write a CV, how to do well in assessment centers or interviews. So I think this is a really special thing that UK universities offer, this kind of support, especially for international students, because you might not know how the world of work and how the industry looks like in England in your chosen field. So they can help you with that. And this team supports students after they graduate as well. So if you want to find a job during your studies, you can go to them, but also, of course, after your studies too. Okay, and we talked about accreditations and endorsements. So I said that for some courses, it might be more important than others. So an accreditation, just as you can see on the screen here, it's a quality assurance process where university degree is evaluated by external body to see if it meets standards and specific requirements to get that accredited status. So for example, RIBA is Royal Institute of British Architects, and they would require for students to get practical experience on their course to cover specific topics and for you to learn about specific things. So us as a university having that RIBA, Royal Institute of British Architects accreditation means that this degree will be recognized by the employers, and it's going to be easier for you to get a job. And for psychology, for example, if you want to be a psychologist in the UK, you need to study on a course that has this British Psychological Association accreditation. And at Northumbria, for example, our psychology degrees are accredited, so it means that you could become a psychologist after you do this course. So this is just interesting to look at, and I think it's important, especially on some courses than others. So it's another way how to become more employable is by studying on a course that's recognized and endorsed and accredited. Okay, so I hope you're still with me. I hope everyone's still okay. I know this was a lot of information. So we talked about what is employability, why study in the UK, can it help you become more employable, and how the universities help you. Thank you for some thumbs up. I can see them. Thanks, everyone. So now, can you work in the UK after your studies? So of course, the answer is yes. So that's the whole point of this presentation, I guess, to talk about how you can get a job after your studies or during your studies. So you can stay in the UK if you wish. So you would have to apply for graduate route visa. So this was introduced, I think, a couple years ago. And from now on, if you complete an undergraduate or postgraduate degree in the UK, you can apply for this graduate route visa. And you can see some information here on the screen. And if you've successfully applied, you can stay and work or look for work in the UK at any skill level for a maximum period of 2 years. And if you studied for a postgraduate, for PhD, then you could stay for 3 years. And there's just some practical information here that you would need to apply for it when you're still in the UK, and you will need to make a new application for a visa. So when you're studying in the UK on your degree, then you have another visa, and here, if you want to stay further, you would have to apply for this different one. I hope that makes sense. If you have questions, just let me know. Okay, so now just at the very end of this presentation, I will talk just a little bit more about Northumbria, because I know this university really well. I've been working here for a while now, and if you're interested in a university that's focused on employability, I think this could be a really good choice for you. So here we go. So Northumbria University, it's a large university. We have over 34,000 students, so it's like a small city. and we have people from all around the world. It's for 142 countries, and as you can see, we have a really large percentage of international students. So you will not be alone. You will meet people from all around the world that are going through the same experience as you are. You can see that we're a leading university, so we are best young university from the UK in the world rankings. I think this really shows that we're innovative and that we're constantly improving, and that we're a competitor for all the universities, the Russell Group universities in the UK. Um, we are top 5 in the UK for graduate businesses, as I said. So if you want to create your own business, there's so much support offered, and we want to make sure that you have a good time while you're here. So you can see we're based in the one of the best and most affordable student cities in the UK. So living here is going to be a lot cheaper for you, and there's so much things to do, so many things to do. If you're into sports, we're a top 15 for sports in the UK. So if you want to practice a sport that you're interested in, or if you want to try something new, there's lots of opportunities. There's so many different societies to choose from, so lots of opportunities to make friends, or delve deeper in your hobbies. And I already talked about study abroad, that we have so many different options for you. And you can see some photos here of our campus. So if employability is important to you, Northumbria could be a good choice, because as you can see, we do really focus on that. We're in top 10 in the UK for employment of our graduates. Our graduates create successful businesses if that's what they want to do. And students feel ready to go and get a job afterwards, if after their studies. And you can see some of the logos here of the companies where our students either did a placement or ended up working in after their studies. So I'm sure you will recognize some of them. So Nike, Nissan, L'Oreal, Disney, even so Lidl, Lloyds Bank, Marriott. So some really great examples. And I hope this shows that this could be you too, if that's what you want to do and that's what you want to achieve. And we do have a lot of choice for what you can study, and you can really specialize. I already said that you would have lots of practical experience when you're here. And I couldn't fit all of the courses we offer, so I just included the academic faculties. So you can see we have business and law, health and life sciences, art, design and social sciences, environment, and engineering. So you can see some rankings here on the screen. So all really great departments, lots of great choices to choose from, great facilities. And if you're interested in any one course in particular, just let me know and I can tell you a bit more, or we can schedule a meeting and I can tell you more about that program. And we have some really great alumni, so graduates from our university. So some examples could include Neil Marshall. I think it's the reason why I talk about alumni is that so you could see, where you could end up as well. So Neil Marshall, for example, he studied film and TV production, and he produced a couple of episodes of Games of Thrones as well. Some of the good ones, you can look him up on IMDb and see which ones he helped create. And Sir Jonathan Ive, he studied design for industry, so product design, and he was the chief designing officer, if I remember the title correctly, for Apple. So he was responsible for design of Mac. So we have some really great, successful people, and if you want to to become that, I think that's the opportunities are all there. Okay, and we are based in, as I said, in a great city. We are right on the coast. It's one of the most affordable places to live. It's 3 hours away from London on a fastest train, and we have our own airport, which is very convenient for international students. As I said, it is one of the best student cities. It's very safe here. It's been voted the safest city in the UK, but it's also the best for nightlife. So it's safe, but it's fun, which is a great combination. We are half an hour away from the beach, which I think is incredible and unexpected. When I saw that beach for the first time, I felt like I'm not in England, and it's very beautiful. We have some good days here as well. I have left the beach with a sunburn a few times actually, which is quite surprising. And if you're into culture, arts, music, sports, shopping, anything, there's lots of opportunities here. And fun fact about Newcastle is that we hold the biggest half marathon in the world in Newcastle every year. So if you're a runner, this is the place to be. We have some great accommodation here as well. So it's guaranteed for all students. It includes all the bills. You have your own private room. The prices start from £70 per week. So this is just a really quick overview because I know that people usually ask about this. And lastly, the entry requirements can be seen here on the screen. So we ask for academic requirements, first of all. So you can see here the first table shows the requirements for bachelor's degree and for master's and the respective grades. And then the second thing we ask for is the English proficiency. So you can see that we do accept so many different English tests, but I think IELTS is the most common one. So that's the score I included on the slides, but know that we do accept other ones as well. So for example, for undergraduate degrees, we ask for 6.0, and then for postgraduate 6.5. But if you have a TOEFL exam, for example, TOEFL qualification, we would take an equivalent. And then lastly, for creative degrees like design, fashion, animation, architecture, we would also ask for portfolio. And if you are interested in any one of those courses, I'd recommend you scan this QR code, and then you will see a guide about what we want to see exactly in the portfolio of that course you're applying for. So there's information about architecture portfolios, animation portfolios, and so on. And that's it. So thank you so much. I know this was a lot of information. Hope you're all okay. I can see that there's a few questions, so I will just go right to them. If you have any other ones, please feel free to keep submitting them. And if you're not interested in the Q&A, you can email me directly with your own individual questions. So I'll leave the slide on here for a while. And then if you want to talk about any specific programs, or if you just want to know a bit more about anything related to studying in the UK or at Northumbria, you can scan the QR code here on the screen, and you will be taken to a calendar where you can book a meeting with me. Just choose the time and I'll be in touch. Okay, so let me see. So we have some questions. So I will go from the first one. So Essie, I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Essie is asking, do you have partner companies? Oh, sorry. Do you have partner companies that provide internship or job opportunities for students? So yes, we do. We do have partnerships with businesses. So sorry, let me see. Internship, job opportunities. Yes. So we have some partnerships with businesses that that can help you secure a placement easier. So for example, we have partnerships with architecture firms or some businesses where students can get like marketing job experience. So we do have these partner companies. I couldn't name the names at the moment because there's so many of them, but I could have a look and let you know later. But we definitely do have these partnerships for placements or internships. And I know that for some courses like architecture, the local businesses, they know that we are accredited. So it means that our students are prepared for the world of work better maybe than some other students. So they do contact the university regularly just to so they could get in touch with the students. So we do have those partnerships, and the local businesses definitely know about the quality of the students we produce as well. Hope that helps answer your question. Okay, and then the next one, can you inform us about living conditions? So yes, I think this question came in before I talked about accommodation. So we do have let me just go back. Yeah, so we guarantee accommodation for all our students. So whether you're interested in undergraduate or postgraduate degrees, there is no lottery. You will definitely get a room if you want to stay in student accommodation. All the university accommodation is within walking distance from campus. So in that little map, you can see the blue area, and that's the campus of Northumbria, and the black dots that have numbers on them, those show where the accommodation is. So you should be able to see that it's really close. So the ones that are on campus, they are probably like 1 or 2 minutes walk from the lecture theaters, and the ones that are a little bit further, there will be like 7 or 6 minutes walk. And yeah, so you have your own private room, and then you share communal spaces like kitchen or bathroom, but you can also have a studio where everything is just yours. So the kitchen is yours, private kitchen or private bathroom. So there's lots of different opportunities. You can also live in a catered accommodation. So that means that the food will be made for you, so you don't even have to cook for yourself. So as I said, lots of different types of accommodation. And if you're interested to explore more, you can go to this page that's at the bottom of this slide, northumbria.ac.uk/accommodation. Okay, so then what departments are there at your university? So I think this one was probably submitted before I spoke about this. So I'll just go back to the slide just in case you missed it. So we have 4 academic faculties, business and law. Well, you can see them on the screen, but please note that these are not all the programs that we have. We have so many more courses to choose from. So if you go to northumbria.ac.uk, you will see a button, explore the courses, and there's hundreds of them, so many to choose from. I just included the main themes, the main popular courses, but there's so much more to choose from. I think the best thing to do is just to go and explore. Or if you have any specific program you're interested in, just let me know and I'll tell you if we have it. It's quite likely that we do. Okay, could you please inform me about minimum GPA requirement for master applications? Is it possible to get an accepted with 2.5 GPA? So let me just go back to the entry requirement slide here. Here we go. So we ask for a, so there's 3 different things we accept, as you see on this. Oh, sorry, for masters. Yes, for masters, we ask for 2.5 out of 4 GPA for courses that ask for 2.2. So 2.2 means, or 2.1, this is the marking grade for UK university degrees. So when you graduate from a UK university for a bachelor's degree, your grade will be either first, 2.1, 2.2, or third. So 2.1 is higher than 2.2. So if you have a GPA of 2.5, you could study on a course that has a requirement of 2.2. I hope that is clear enough for you. Sorry, I know it's a little bit confusing, but yes, you could study on a master's course with a 2.5 GPA. You would just have to apply for a course. Hopefully, the course you want will have a 2.2 requirement. Hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, just let me know. Okay. Do you have marketing management master's program? So yes, we do. Let me just, I can send you a link in a chat, just one moment. So we do have marketing MSc program. So that's 1 year. So our master's courses in the UK are 1 year long only. So we do have that program. We also have a digital marketing program. So you're probably going to have a selection to choose from. So again, please go to our website and explore different options, but I will send you a link to our marketing course. Just one moment. And I think it's great to explore these pages because you will see that if you go to modules and learning on that page, you can have a look, or the modules overview. You can see exactly what you will study at that specific course. You can really see if that's something you're interested in or not. Okay. So there's another questions. Oh, sorry. Yes, I see that it's translated. Thank you. So I see there are 3 different data science master programs in your university. Can I get information about the differences? What is the minimum GPA? So here we go. So you can see on the screen here. So the first table, you have to look at the first table and the second row. So for entry onto master's degree, so you will have to look at the course page and see if this course you're interested in asks for 2.2 or 2.1 in the UK degree. So and then this here is the equivalent for applicants with Turkish qualifications. So if a course asks for 2.2, then you need to have 2.5 GPA, and then if it's asked for 2.1, you will need to have 2.8. If you have 2.8 or better grade, you can apply for any course you wish at Northumbria at the master's level, unless they ask for specific background. And to talk about 3 different data science master's programs, I would really recommend you book a meeting with me and we can discuss this, or you can email me. So if you want to book a meeting with me where we can talk about it, you can scan this QR code and just find the date that works for you, or you can email me and I will send you as much information as I can over the email. I hope that works for you. Thank you for your question. Okay, next question is, I am currently in my 2nd year at university. Can I complete my remaining 2 years there? Could you give information about credit transfer? Yes, so it is possible to transfer onto a 2nd year. So if you've completed 1 year, you can transfer to another university. Some universities and some courses will also accept students from 2nd year as well. The best thing to do is to email me, and if you have your transcript of the modules you studied in the first 2 years at your university, at your current university, just send them over to me, and I would have to check with our academic to see if it matches with the course you're interested in studying at Northumbria. So just to summarize, so for example, you studied at one university for 1 year, you want to transfer to Northumbria and do the remainder of your course here, you would have to email me with the transcript so I could see what modules you studied, and I will check with the academic to see if they match. So it is possible. We just have to check individually because it depends on what you studied and what you want to study here at Northumbria. Okay. So do we have industrial engineering department? So we do have engineering department, and the programs we offer are electrical and electronic engineering, civil engineering, mechanical engineering, and I think those are the main ones. So civil, electrical and electronic, and mechanical engineering. I will send you a link just in one moment so you can explore the department. Here you go. So you can have a look if we have a course you're interested in, and you can learn more about the department there. Okay. Okay, that's a great question as well. Thank you, Ata. So could you please inform me, I graduated architecture, but I want to study marketing for master's. Is it possible? So yes, it is possible. So UK degrees will have these, UK master's programs. Some of them are classed as change of direction, master's program. So that means that you can come onto them from any degree background. So we do have some marketing degrees that are so-called change direction courses, which means that you don't have to have studied marketing to get on them. So I will send you a link as well. So you can have a look. Sorry, just one moment. You can have a look there. So for so we understand that, sometimes you study one thing at a bachelor's level and you realize that maybe it's not really what you want to do in your future, or maybe sometimes you studied one thing in your undergraduate degree and then you just want to add a few more, a little bit more flavor to your degree and you want to specialize in something else. So these change direction courses are specifically for people like you and for people who want to change direction. So you can have a look in the chat and learn more about them. Okay, so another question. I finished environmental engineering. What what do you suggest for me for master's degree? Can you tell me about scholarships, internships? Is it used research university or technical? Okay, what do you suggest for me for master's degree? So it really is up to you. I think a great thing about studying in the UK or about at Northumbria, wherever you want to study in the UK, is that there's a lot of choice of programs, especially at master's levels, because there's really a lot of opportunities to specialize. So maybe just thinking about what you enjoyed most in your undergraduate degree, or maybe what you want to do in your future, what you want to learn more about, will help you figure out what you want to do in your master's. I think it really is up to you, and there is no right answer. It's just about what you feel is right for you and what you want to achieve. Scholarships. That's a great question. I didn't talk about them, but I do have a slide just in case someone asks. So here you go. We do have a global scholarship at Northumbria. So this is available for undergraduate or postgraduate students. So for undergraduate students, they would get £3,000 discount from their tuition fees in the first year of their degree. And then postgraduate students would get £2,000 discount as from their tuition fees as well. So at the moment, Northumbria's undergraduate degrees cost £16,500 per year. So with the scholarship, undergraduate students would pay £13,500 for their first year, and then postgraduate programs cost it varies from course to course, but most of the courses will be able to qualify for this global scholarship, so the cost will be £2,000 cheaper. And this scholarship is applied automatically, so you don't have to submit any other separate additional applications. And you can see here that the requirements are quite straightforward and simple, that you just have to be an international student that is not in receipt of any sponsorship. And I can see that you're asking about internships and is it research or technical? So we're a bit of both. Of course, we do a lot of research, but it's also practical university. We do have internships available as well. They're called placements. So if you're interested in a master's degree, then you have to look at programs that have advanced practice option. Advanced practice means that it's possible for you to do a placement on a master's degree. So that would be a half a year practical experience while you're still doing your master's. Okay, so that's answered. Let's go to the next one. Do you have merit scholarships? Oh, sorry. I clicked on the other one by accident. So I'll go to the scholarships question right after. So here, is there collaboration with companies and university, like internships for work? Is there the master's degree opportunity for job guarantee and work permit when you finish the university. Yes, so as I was saying, we do have collaborations and partnerships with lots of local businesses, and so we do have great relationships with them. So our students are welcome to and are supported to apply for their internships. So we do have careers and employability service that helps students apply for those opportunities. We help them to submit high quality applications for these internships. We help them, train them, coach them to perform the best they can at these interviews or assessment centers. It is important to understand that even though we have these partnerships, it is up to a student to perform well in the interview or to have a good CV. So we have the support, but it is still for up to you to go to those interviews, to do well and to secure those places. And then we do have this opportunity to do a placement, so work experience for postgraduate students as well. So we do have that, but we don't offer any guarantees that you will get a job. Most of our students do. Definitely, we have really great employability ranking. We are top 7 in the UK, but we cannot guarantee it because it is up to you to take advantage of those opportunities and just apply yourself. And then about the work permit, when you finish the university, I spoke about it, so I will just go back to that slide. Sorry for skipping so quickly, but here you can see it, that there is an opportunity for you to get a work permit when you finish. So it's called the graduate route visa. It lets you stay in the UK for 2 years after you graduate, and you can either look for work, or just do whatever you want for those 2 years. Okay, sorry. So the next question was about the merit scholarships. So we do have that one scholarship that I spoke about that's called Global Scholarship. It is not merit-based, so you just have to be a student that's classed as an international student, and then you also cannot be sponsored. So some students would have sponsorship from companies or from some kind of organizations. So those students cannot get the scholarship. But if you are so-called self-funded student, it means that you are paying for the studies on your own or with a loan, then you would probably qualify for that scholarship. That's called Global Scholarship. I will send you a link as well. Or maybe I'll just one moment. I'll just go back to that slide so you can see. Sorry for skipping the slides so quickly. Here we go. So this is the main scholarship we have at the moment, and we have it for undergraduate and postgraduate students. Okay. Is there a requirement for if you want to become a professor? Is there a requirement to have a master's degree? So I believe there is. I'm not 100% sure, unfortunately. I think it will depend on the university. As far as I know, you would have to have an undergraduate degree, postgraduate degree, and a PhD. All of our professors and lecturers have industry experience as well. So it's important to have experienced the world of work in the field that you're explaining, that you're teaching to students. Most of our lecturers are researchers as well, and they have that industry experience. So it means that they understand the field, they researched it, but also they have that experience from actually working in it. So I think the short answer would be yes. But if you want to become a teacher at the school, for example, then it's slightly different. You might need to, you can have an undergraduate degree, and then a master's degree would be the so-called PGCE. So that's the teacher's certificate, because you have to be a qualified teacher to teach. So there's a variety of different ways to qualify. If you want to talk a little bit more about that, again, you're more than welcome to schedule a meeting with me or email me directly. But I hope this answers your question. Okay. Okay, so I think this question is about the visa and what happens when you get here. Do we need a test to test negative or not? So yes, you will need a visa. It's called a student visa to study here in the UK. So the visa is a requirement for everyone that's studying on a course that's longer than 6 months. So you will apply for that visa after you've received an unconditional offer and you have accepted it. So it means that you've met all the requirements, that the university has accepted you. Then you will have this confirmation of acceptance of studies letter, which is called CAS. And with that one, you apply for the visa, and usually they respond within 2 weeks or so. So it's very simple, and it's called the student visa. And when you get here, we have meet and greet service, so we can pick you up from the airport and take you to your accommodation. That's completely free. And then for the PCR test, so I would encourage you to check just before you travel, because you know how these things change so quickly. So I would really encourage you to have a look, and I can find a link for you now. Traveling to the UK. I will find a link for you, but in general, it would be on gov.uk website, and you can find out if Turkey is on a red list or is on the green list. If it's on the green or amber list, it means that there's limited restrictions. You don't really need to do much when you're here. If you have a visa, if you're fully vaccinated, it's very simple as well. Then you just need to do a day 2 test, and that could be a lateral flow test. It doesn't have to be a PCR. But then again, these are the restrictions now. It might be different when you apply to study here. So I always say just check before you travel, just to make sure that nothing's changed. So yes, but I think now it's a little bit more relaxed because the situation is getting better. Okay, so I think I answered all of the questions. I see that's asking for my contact information, so you can see it here on the screen. You can see my email here. I do reply fairly quickly, so I see someone's asking for my contact number. So unfortunately, I do not have that, but it's easier and quicker for me to reply to you over an email, and it's going to be easier for you because you will be able to have that information in writing. But if you'd like to talk to me on the phone, you can book a meeting with me, and we'll arrange that for you too. Okay, so that's it. So thank you so much, everyone, for your engagement or for all the questions. I hope this was useful, and I hope you find the information you needed. I hope you learned something useful and valuable, and I wish you all the best of luck in your studies and in your future. And I'm sure you're all gonna do great. So best of luck. Thank you so much for your time, and I think someone from IEFT will jump in to just say goodbye to you in Turkish.
Yes, thank you very much for the great presentation, Lina. You covered all of the questions, and thank you for your answers too. It was another great session with you. And also I would like to thank the participants in Turkish as well. Katıldığınız için teşekkür ederiz arkadaşlar. Northumbria University ile ilgili diğer sorularınız için ekranda görmüş olduğunuz mail adresinden Lina'ya ulaşabilirsiniz. Umarız sizin için de faydalı bir webinar olmuştur. Aynı zamanda sizi alttaki webinarımıza da davet etmek isteriz. Thank you very much again, Lina. It was a pleasure to have you in IEFT Talks.
Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone.
Take care. Bye-bye.